Greetings from Southern Yankee Homestead. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. In the back we have the crate. We don't actually have to clean out any of the crates. We just got to dump them out in here, take the crates out. Very convenient. So I want to apologize for the wind. It's a very windy day out today. We actually just got back from a chicken swap or a farmer's market. And yes, we drove the Daihatsu down the highway. More specifically, even up on the interstate. Oh, and if you didn't see that, we went ahead and accessorized it. This also gave us a chance to get the fuel mileage too. Not great. People saying 40, 45. Well, when you're screaming down the interstate at 70, or well, 95 kilometers an hour to 100 kilometers an hour, about 60 to 65, you don't get 30 to 40 miles per gallon that way. We got 27.73 miles per gallon out of this when I filled it up earlier today. With that also, there was old fuel in there. I overtreated it with seafoam, so the octane was probably a little bit low. We've topped it off. We'll monitor what the fuel mileage is and we'll do updates. She runs fine. She's not a powerhouse. She's not going to win any races going down the interstate, but you do get some really funny looks when this little dump truck passes a full-size dump truck. And with that being said, also, if you don't like attention, you're not going to like one of these vehicles. I actually rolled down the window today on the way home because a guy was inquiring about it. When I told him, what'd he go? What is that? I told him what it was. He's like, and how tall are you? Yeah, he wanted to know how big I was because it was such a small vehicle. I think he thought I was a midget or dwarf, whatever the politically correct terminology for that is. All right, so our dumping procedure is as follows. Transfer case, neutral. Transmission, first gear. Then pull it back all the way. And parking brakes so don't roll back. And then release the clutch. You want it to go faster? Just like that. I'm sorry, that's so much easier than manually unloading and manually unloading the barn. It just is. Absolutely love this stuff. Well, she performed flawlessly. We moved a bunch of mulch around, which was really nice. One mod that I do see that we're gonna have to make here soon. We need to increase these rails, you know, about, we'll say 8 inches would be nice. That will give us a little bit more capacity for a lot of the light stuff that we're doing. I also got to adjust the tailgate because it falls off when you lift it up. It should stay on there when you fold it down and lift it. It should, but it's a little wonky right now. I can fix it though. Oh, if you're wondering why we're showing this or why we got this, let me show you what we started with. So this is what we used to use. Works perfectly fine, other than the simple fact that to unload that trailer, you manually have to unload it. The other downside is when you're trying to back this up, it doesn't have enough weight behind it to push this trailer as soon as it hits anything. So you end up spinning the end out on it. So you end up spinning the rear end out on it. This trailer's worked okay. It hasn't been great. It was good when we were doing the wood chipping trees, because we could chip it right into there and then I'd go and lean it over and then manually have to unload it, which isn't necessarily the best. Now the other way that we've unloaded stuff before, yep, wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow works, but boy does it take a bit, because that little dump trailer, or that little truck that we just did there, that probably would have been 4 trips with a grapple on the tractor. We probably would have had to take 8 or 10 trips with a wheelbarrow. That would have been painful at best. Now, is that little dump truck going to replace both the wheelbarrow and the wagon? Well, the wagon more than likely. I'm probably going to go ahead and put that on the market, try to get a couple $100 for it, because I don't foresee us using that at all. The wheelbarrow, it's always handy to have a wheelbarrow. You just never know what you're going to do. If we're just bringing a bale of shavings over to the chicken coop, work perfectly fine for that. Other than that, if you want to see more content on this little, we'll call it a dump truck, this little K truck, gotta subscribe, because, well, we're going to be using it for all kinds of things on the homestead. We're extremely satisfied with it. We can't carry 3 people, but we didn't get it to carry 3 people. We got it to save our backs and our butts, and in a lot of cases, fuel. This thing's a little bit more efficient than the tractor moving stuff around. Start up the tractor for 2 minutes, load it up, drive it to where we need to, unload it where we need it, drive it back. Load it up again. It worked really well. So hope you enjoyed this episode. There'll be a lot more content coming with this vehicle in the future, but this is just a little taste test of the new project on the farm, and it's been quite handy so far. Other than that, hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and well, you'll see us in the next one. Bye.